All right, and I am live. Hi, everyone. Today, I am going to be checking out a few smaller apps on the Oculus store. Um, oh my God, Oculus. It thinks every time I say its name that I'm talking to it. I am not talking to you. Cancel that. Thank you. Okay, anyway, one of them, I'm going to be looking at some pretty unusual apps. One of them is going to be Kismet, which is a VR fortune-telling app. It's not really a game, although it has a game in it. You'll see what I mean. After that, I might look at the meditation app. I might look at the teddy bear game. I've been playing some weird shit recently. You'll see. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and jump in headset. Let me make sure everything is good. I think everything is good. All right, just gonna make this bigger. So Kismet is a seated VR app, so I will be seated for this part. I might stand up afterwards. Okay, here we are. Grabbing my touch controllers. I redid my Guardian boundary. It's a little bit closer to me here. I'm gonna back up a bit. Because I remounted that camera. Oh, you can't see it, but if I go into my reset, then you can see it. If I do this properly, I'm just going to turn off my Guardian actually, since I am in seated VR mode, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so you can see I have that camera up there. I fixed the mounting on that one because the wire mounting was keep coming down, and the others are exactly where they were before. All right. So Kismet, like I said, VR fortune telling. It's very basic fortune telling, but it's still pretty interesting that they decided to do this in VR. It lets them add some interesting visual embellishments. This is from PsyOp. I've never heard of this company. I don't know what else they've done. Kismet. I'm not sure how much Kismet cost. I'll figure that out later. For now, I'm gonna say new game. I'm not sure why it says new game and continue. There doesn't seem to be a lot of... There you are.
Oh, hello, dear. I didn't even see you come in. Please do make yourself at home. My name is Kismet, and it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. If you've come all this way to see me, then you must have a very important question. So, shall we ask the cards? Or the stars? Or perhaps you might be interested in a little game of wit.
So this whole scene is, it's real-time rendered. There's a lot of detail in it. It's actually a very well done little scene. And this is Kismet, my fortune teller. I have no hands in this app. I think it was made before before the touch was available, so there's no touch support yet. So but I'm still using the touch as my gamepad because I prefer it. Look at these little candles. I'm going to turn my audio volume up a bit. This is not going to turn it up for you guys, only for me. Okay, that's a little better. So you can either use the tarot cards, you can go to the astrology, or you can play this game. I forget what this game is called. I've never seen this game before in my life. I played one game, I won it, like, barely. Let's go ahead and start with the tarot cards. Kismet is kind of a little bit terrifying. Like, I have no idea what she's got going on under that mask. And the antlers and the roses. It's a rather intricate outfit. I like the corset though. Anyway. And also there's a cat. Hello, kitty. You can hear the cat purring with directional audio whenever you're here. I'm not sure why is the cat purring or snoring? I'm not sure. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into tarot cards.
Dear. The cards may be wise, but it's up to you to fulfill your destiny. They are merely a guide to help you find your way. Now, shall we begin? Concentrate on the question in your heart and choose 3 cards.
Uh,
The
this
first card concerns the past, the steps that took you to this very place and time.
I feel like this part would work better with touch support because you don't actually reach out and grab the cards or pick a card. You pretty much just, a card is chosen for you, you hit a button, it goes up. So we're going to pick 3 tarot cards, one for the past, one for the present, one for the future. This is a pretty basic tarot reading. This is the past.
The second card embodies the present, the here and now, likely the very reason you've come to see me. And the last card heralds the future. It shows the path you've yet to take and offers you guidance on how best to tread it.
I'm not sure why she has magic powers. I don't even know where we are. We're like in the middle of nowhere. I don't see any roads or cities or power lines. We are just in this little wagon in the middle of nowhere.
There is chaos here in your past that has been boiling away, ready to erupt at any moment. You may have tried to avoid or ignore it, but make no mistake. It will happen now whether you're ready for it or not, my dear. Congratulations, my dear. It may have been a long time coming, but a great triumph is now yours. With it may come great responsibility, but the possibilities are well worth the effort. Great and powerful answers await you, my dear. There is someone coming soon. Someone who will explain to you the meaning of life and reveal your part in it. Beware, for the Hierophant sees neither good nor evil, only the wisdom beyond. The cards have spoken. The rest is up to you, my dear.
So these are all traditional tarot cards.
Well, would you like to try the cards again? Or shall we see what the stars have to say, my dear? We could always play a little game.
So they're traditional. It's a traditional tarot deck. It's the same cards you would find in a typical tarot deck. They add those 3D effects, though. You guys can't tell, but in stereoscopy, it's a little bit layered. So it's got 3 or 4 layers to the card, and there's animations going on in each layer, and it adds quite a bit of life to the cards that they wouldn't normally have. Okay, I'm just gonna go in order. Let's go on to the astrology.
The stars it is. Hold on tight. Please enter your birth date on the calendar there before you, and we'll get started right away.
Alright then, I'm going to enter my actual birthday, which is July 10th, 1982. Let's see what she's got to say.
Ah, yes, a crab indeed. Cancer is a sign of water, which gives you the calm, persistent drive you use to accomplish your goals, as well as your occasionally swirling unpredictability. Like a crab, you sometimes retreat into your shell to hide and defend your sensitivity from the world, preferring instead the quiet comfort and peace of home and family. You may be shy and even a little insecure, but you more than make up for it with caring and loyalty. The heavens are quiet, my dear. Take this as a sign of clarity and purpose. Not even the cosmos can get in the way of what you want today. Here is your fortune from the stars today. May it bring you the wisdom you need for the answers you seek.
Even if you feel you play a small part in the symphony of life, always remember you are essential to the music, the resounding joy. Lucky number 27. 27's a good number. That's what, 3 cubed? I'm down.
Shall we see what the cards have to say, my dear? We could always play a little game.
Let's go ahead and move into the third mode, the game mode.
Oh, I do love a good game. Hold on, dear. This is the royal game of played by the pharaohs and kings of the ancient world. The rules are simple. Roll the dice and move your pieces accordingly. You can't land on a space with another of the same, but end up on the opposite color, and that piece is sent all the way back to the start. If you land on a rosette, you get to roll again. The object of the game is to get all of your pieces to the end before I do. Be warned, you must roll the exact number to make it to the finish. Good luck, my dear. You're going to need it.
Alright, so this is the ancient game of
Roll the
apparently,
dice, my dear.
which I have never played until today. You roll these 4-sided dice, and then you have to traverse this board. And that's pretty much the whole game. I don't think these dots on the spots mean anything. I think it's only the rosettes that mean you get an extra roll. Okay, let's go.
Now, choose which piece to move.
So I start from this end of the board and move around that way, down the middle, and then to the end. So I have to pick which piece I want to move. How about that one? I mean, it doesn't matter. They're all the same at this point.
Roll the dice, my dear.
I like these levitating dice because, like, at the time they made this, there were no touch controllers. There was no way you could throw the dice. And animating someone throwing dice is actually pretty difficult anyway, so this kind of is a nice way of working around the problem. Just have them levitate for a bit, and then have them drop when you hit a
Choose your
button.
move wisely, dear.
Okay, I'm gonna move this one onto the rosette, so I get an extra turn. I'm not sure if... I don't know if the die rolls are predetermined by the computer, or if they're actually determined by the physics when the dice drop. Maybe I could time this really carefully to get the result I want. But that seems pretty difficult. I'm gonna move one of these. Get on there. This is a pretty cool little scene. Again, this is another real-time rendered scene, and it's actually quite beautiful. We're in the middle of some vast desert. There's the sun behind the clouds, some sphinx statues, and this sand really is right below my feet. I like how each of the modes just teleports you into a different environment. Really gives some distinction to the different modes. I like how the cat, which was on the desk, goes and jumps on her chair as soon as we switch out of the cabin environment. There's a lot of great attention to detail and production value in this game, even though it's a very short, simple... I shouldn't even call it a game, it's an app. Okay, this is the only one I can move. So the nice thing about putting my piece there is if she had rolled a 1, she would have been forced to move one of her other pieces. I guess that's not a huge deal, but I am able to block her pieces with my pieces. Ooh, a 3. I think I'm gonna do this. I don't know if there's much strategy to this game. It feels kind of very shoots and ladders-y. Very luck-driven. There's a 2. Oh, I can get a rosette. Nice. I'm just gonna jump this one ahead. That'll give me more chance to hit that rosette. There we go. Okay, one more turn. I think I'm gonna win this one again. Like, the way she always plays this is she gets one of her pieces to the end, then she does the next one, then she does the next one. And I think if you move them all together, it's usually a better strategy because it gives you more options. But I don't actually know much about the strategy of the ancient game of Oh, what is this hint thing? How do I activate that? I don't know. There we go. Got a rosette. I'm not entirely sure if this game has anything to do with fortune telling. This game. Okay, I only have one valid move right now. It is possible to get in a situation where you have no valid moves. You don't lose the game, you just basically forfeit your move. And then she gets to go. Okay, I can get this one off the board. Good. 4? Oh, come on. Not cool. Ugh. And she gets an extra turn. Fine. I kind of wonder... I wonder how they came up with the inspiration. She got 2 rosettes in a row! That's so not fair. Fine. Lucky. Anyway, I kind of wonder what inspired them to do like a fortune-telling VR app. Because evidently they put a lot of careful design into this. I like the aesthetics of it. But it's not like anything I expected. Oh, I can land on top of that? That's cool. Oh, wow. I didn't know I could do that. I just literally knocked her piece back off the board. Very cool. She's got to start over. That means I have to be careful too, because if she lands on my piece, I could be screwed. Alright. I like how the cat has kind of a Egyptian aesthetic going on, very congruent with this Sphinx environment. I really think touch would add a lot to this, just being able to like, even though how you move your pieces is pretty much determined by the die roll, just being able to like point at the piece you want to move, being able to interact with some of these stuff in the environment, like the candles and all that, would definitely make it feel a bit more, like, I forgot how frustrating it is in old Rift games to not be able to use your hands or even see your hands. It really does reduce the immersion. I'm not doing great. Okay, so you have to get the exact right roll to get your piece to jump off the board. Oh, she got a 4. That's so good. So each of these dies... Do they each have... Yeah, it looks like they each have 2 white points and 2 black points. Which means that effectively each of them is exactly like flipping a coin. Oh, come on! Fuck you. Fuck you, Kismet. Fine. Looks like that one's starting from the beginning. Fair is fair. I did knock off one of her pieces. Sometimes the die don't quite land correctly. Physics is hard, especially with dice. And when the dice can intersect other dice, it's actually pretty difficult to make them consistently land flat. Even in real life, like, this can happen, where one die just kind of ends up leaning against another die, and then you kind of have to move one of the dice and let it fall. Anyway. I wonder who the cat is rooting for. Hopefully it's for me. I just noticed on my taskbar this game has an Unreal Engine icon, which means this game is made in Unreal Engine. That explains a lot about why it looks so good. Unreal Engine has a very good pipeline for for very effective lighting and reflection, which is a lot of what I'm seeing in this environment. So I wonder if maybe to some extent this was kind of like they wanted to like maybe learn Unreal Engine or learn VR in Unreal Engine and decided to build this as kind of a way of getting themselves introduced to it. Oh yeah, you're going back off the board. Yeah, you can humph all you like. You're not gonna catch up with me now. Incidentally, I'm really looking forward to when we'll be able to play multiplayer VR games that are board games or card games like this, and we'll be able to have everything laid out and have the computer do all the hard parts for us, like in poker, doing the dealing for us, rolling the dice for us. It is honestly, like, it's fun to roll dice, but sometimes I really do just want somebody to take care of all the work for me and just play the game. I'm really not actually doing anything other than pressing the A button, and when there were multiple pieces on the board, I was selecting which piece I wanted to move. But at this point, there's only one, so I'm just pressing the A button until I win or lose. Alright. Oh, did I get it? I got it!
I guess I'm a little rusty. Shall we play again? Or is there something else I can help you with?
I believe that's everything. So if I choose this one, I think I go back into the cabin.
Please listen, dear. The cards may be wise, but it's up to you to fulfill your destiny. They are merely a guide to help you find your way. Now, shall we begin? Concentrate on the question in your heart and choose 3 cards.
And we're back.
The first card concerns
Suddenly
the
it seems so
past.
dark in here. Wait, who's that? There's some old portrait of a guy here. Probably a famous guy. Or woman. I can't tell. I don't recognize them though. Anyway, this is Kismet. That's the whole thing. It's a VR fortune telling app with a built-in ancient dice game called and this is it. And I think it's pretty cool. It's got some great visual aesthetics. It's obviously a very short game, very incomplete. But if you're into this, if you like the visuals, if you like to have your fortune told on a regular basis, then this could be a fun thing for you to have. Anyway, we're gonna get out of Kismet now. We're gonna jump in something else. Oh god, my hands are back. I missed 2 hands. So, earlier I was playing a little bit of Sneaky Bears. Sneaky Bears is a pretty new game in the Oculus store, and I actually quite like the production values of Sneaky Bears. This is from War Ducks. I don't think I've heard of War Ducks before, but they did a good job on this one. I've only played a little bit of it. I think I'm going to play this one standing, so I'm going to jump out of here, and... Come on. Come on. Hopefully I don't accidentally unplug my Rift like I always do.
What's up, dude?
Out of bounds, return to play area. I know. Alright. Let's see if I can repeat. I guess I can't go back to the very beginning. The first time you play this, you have to like defend this panda dude from like a teddy bear. Anyway, so you have this belt, has these 2 guns on it. They shoot kind of Nerf darts, and you can knock things over. And this panda bear is our friend, and apparently a surfer dude.
Lame!
And here I set my height. I think, did I set my height correctly? Oh no, that floor is super far away. I'm going to decrease it a bit, like that. That still doesn't feel right. Let's move a little lower down. A little lower down. Almost got it. Okay, that's as low as I can go. That'll do it. So let's go ahead and do a training run. So the way you reload is you just throw away your guns, draw new ones. Here are the teddy bears. As you can see, they are both adorable and helpless, which is why we have to shoot all of them. I think that was my high score. Awesome. Okay, let's get into a real stage. Start with survival mode.
You really think you can stop me? Bah! You're delusional.
Alright, I'm gonna redo stage 1. That's the only one I've done so far. If anyone is in the, anyone watching, go ahead and jump in the live chat. I would love to know what you're
care of
thinking.
the bears, and I'll set my bros free.
I'd love to know any questions you have about the game.
Awesome, dude! You got a new weapon!
I forgot I have a shotgun in this level. That's gonna be useful.
Dude, throw away your gun and pick up a new one from your belt.
I don't use my shotgun too much. I'm gonna need it later. Although I do have infinite reloads, so it's actually fine.
Gun at them! I tell you I was a master lockpicker.
This game, I played this earlier sitting down. It's actually a lot easier standing up. I think it just makes it easier to aim. Oh shit, teddy bears. They're getting close. They're going faster. They're everywhere.
Friends, let's make this toy factory great again.
Was that a Trump joke? I was not expecting that.
Try the shotgun on that dude's shit! That's gotta hurt!
Okay. Okay, this guy needs a shotgun.
Reckon you can use 2 guns at once?
Oh no, they're in my face. Stay away, stay away.
Blow them away with your shotgun!
So this is a pretty basic wave shooter, but I like the aesthetic of it. And get away from me, teddy bears. I like how they have the cute, cuddly enemies.
That was unexpected. But if you think you can stop me and my brethren taking over the world, you have another thing coming. Did I just tell you my plans for world domination? Oh well. It's not like you're getting out of here alive.
So I did a little bit better than my last time. 72K. I kind of like how they have just this giant keyboard that's like 4 feet wide. And the way that you type on it is you basically just shove your hand into the letters. So I do like like that. Oops, I misspelled it. There's no backspace. Well, I guess there is. Okay, let me try that again. Oh, come on. I was double hitting some of those keys. Alright, there we go. And I guess the whole thing kind of turns with me. I don't know how I feel about that. Whatever. This game is awesome. This is Sneaky Bears. Sneaky Bears is a new it's a new wave shooter on the Oculus store.
Hey, dude!
The voice acting is amazing. The graphics are quite well done. The interface is pretty good. It works just fine to reach down. I actually really like the reloading mechanism where you just go woof, pick up some new guns. It's easy to do. It feels fun. It fits with the aesthetic of this game. Although I gotta say there's some weirdness, there's some weird inconsistencies to the aesthetic, because it's like your guns are Nerf guns, your friend is a panda, you're fighting teddy bears, and you appear to be in some kind of underground hyper-realistic garage. Like, I do not entirely understand that. What does that say? Everybody needs a dude. A buddy. Everybody needs a buddy. Buddy Bears from Funko. Okay, I guess this is all part of his plan to take over the world. I just noticed those are real sodas on that soda machine. There's Coke and Diet Coke and 7-Up and... what is that fourth one? Does anyone recognize it? That's Sunkissed after that. And then they just start repeating. Anyway. Enough exploring the environment. Let's go ahead and jump into one of the fire levels.
Bring the heat.
Welcome, Mega Nana. Glad you can make it.
Listen, dude. Frank's a total pyromaniac. You're gonna have to use your water gun to survive this place.
Ooh, water gun. Interesting.
Cover me while I turn on the sprinklers. They're super stiff. Use the water gun to put out the fires.
Interesting. I like this mechanic. Get some environment hazards at the same time as you're killing teddy bears. Use both hands at the same time to carry it out.
Painter, not a firefighter.
Get away from me! Don't touch me! As they get closer to you, you start to hear the teddy bears making sounds. That's how you know that you are at immediate danger of getting hugged by a teddy bear.
I have fond memories of this room. I was born here. I think it's fitting that the room where I gained life is the room where you lose yours. You idiot.
I guess this is a teddy bear factory. And this is where this guy was first created. No, get away! Not cool. Okay. Notice, by the way, one of the ways you can identify good VR game design is this is not a game that encourages you to spin your body all the way around. Like, the bears, you can stand and look forward, and you can see all of the waves coming at you without having to turn 360 degrees around. Because it's actually really... oh shit, that is burning up, burning up. Because if you actually have to turn your whole body to catch the waves of teddy bears, that would be really annoying. And it wouldn't work very well with people who only have front-facing setup.
Tell me, what do teddy bears do when it rains? They get wet.
Alright, 60,000. Looks like I am number 4 on the global leaderboard, which mainly goes to show that not a lot of people are playing this game, because that was literally my first try. Alright, one more level of Sneaky Bears. I'm gonna play the bomb level.
Oh, man!
Okay.
I hope you have a real blast.
Time for bomb mode. So you'll see a lot of these wave shooters on the Oculus Store of varying production value. I think this one is one of the better ones I've played. They work pretty well in VR because your position remains static, so you don't have to worry about VR locomotion, which is very difficult.
Cracked here. That wacko Frank is trying to blow them up with bombs. You need to use your freeze gun to stop the bombs. Try it out. Dude, we need these defenses to stay strong. Charge up the freeze gun to get a more powerful shot.
Okay, I've got this. Oh shit, missed the bomb. Okay, I'm doing good. Just have to take out these teddy bears. Oh, there's another bomb. Shit, they're coming faster and faster. I wonder what happens if I shoot the bomb with my regular gun. Probably doesn't do anything. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, we're good.
Buddy, it's Frankie Town. Oh, my love.
Nice. Whoa. Okay, so I'm popping the balloons and knocking these bears out of the air. Then they fall and explode. Because apparently this game is gorier than I imagined.
But there are way too many of them.
Oh my god, so many bombs. Okay, we're good, we're good. Alright,
I guess you're
we're good.
What happened to the factory workers? Well, we simply chopped them up and made them into human soup. Yes, delicious.
Okay, that was the bomb level. So I presume that if I keep playing this, the levels will probably get increasingly difficult. I don't know exactly where the skill ceiling is on this game. I'm not expecting it to be super high.
What's crack-a-lackin'?
Don't make me shoot you, Panda Bear.
Trapped!
Alright. One interesting thing is there are subtitles. You can turn them on if you are hard of hearing.
It's not helping, dude. Darn it!
That's a very nice addition. That's one way, honestly, one of the ways you can identify a title that's had a lot of polish is if they go into accessibility features like this, if they have multiple modes, multiple languages, because a lot of good options like that shows that they really cared about the details of the game. Boss. I've never tried the boss. Let me give that a try.
I don't mean to boss you around, but you're not at that level yet.
Oh, come on! You're not gonna let me play the boss level. I see the chart. So it looks like I have to play 5 levels of each type before I can play the boss level. I'm not gonna do that right now, but I like this game. I might come back to it. This has been Sneaky Bears. So, like I said, it's a wave shooter, but it's fun, it's adorable. It's probably the most non-violent wave shooter I've seen. Like, there are other ones like the Serious Sam ones that where you go to a planet and you're a macho man and you blow up aliens and there's blood everywhere. But this one's a lot more like adorable. So if you're into that kind of aesthetic, Sneaky Bears could be your cup of tea. Even the games that are I played a lot of Cat what's it called? Catpocalypse? Kittypocalypse. Which is not a wave shooter, it's a tower defense. But like the aliens in that one are also really cute. They're like little adorable kittens with dark soulless eyes, but you do kind of melt and explode them a lot. So it's not exactly quite as non-violent as this one. This one could be good for kids. What else do I want to check out? What have I played recently? Let's see. Fruit Ninja. I want to spend a whole episode on Fruit Ninja because it is a fun game. It's fairly deep. You can play it for a long time and develop. It has a pretty good skill ceiling, and a lot of people play it. It's quite popular. I believe it's actually listed if you go into Essentials in the Oculus store. Oculus, I'm not talking to you. I am never talking to you when I say Oculus. Cancel that. Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, yeah, it's in the Essentials. If you just go to, so the Essentials are actually a great list of games to go through because a lot of them are just excellent titles. I played through Lone Echo on here. It's amazing, probably the best VR game ever made. The climb is really, really cool. I definitely want to do a stream on that. It's like gives you this amazing feeling of climbing, and when you get to the top, you have the sense of accomplishment, and everything's beautiful. It's made in, I think it's the only VR game made in the Crytek engine, and it just looks amazing. Super hot, absolutely amazing. I did a stream on that. Tilt Brush and Blocks are both good creation tools. The Rick and Morty thing, this is from the creators of Job Simulator, and it's quite good. Disney Movies VR is a weird choice. I wouldn't say that's terribly good. It's a small collection of 360 videos. People's House, this is another 360 video. It's a White House video that I think they did with Michelle Obama. And it's good, but again, it is just a 360 video. Job Simulator, of course, one of the original launch titles. Very good game. Well, one of the original Vive launch titles. They had to wait for Touch to come before they could port to Rift. Rec Room, one of the top social VR products. Google Earth, I've already shown you that. I love Google Earth, explore the world. There's Fruit Ninja. Ocean Rift, it's just an ocean experience. You know what, I'll do Ocean Rift right now. I'll show you exactly what Ocean Rift is. Because there's, like, I could spend a while exploring Ocean Rift, but the basic idea is super simple. Basic idea is, you choose what kind of animal you want to hang out with in the ocean. Some of them are extinct, like the Plesiosaurus. I think I'm going to choose some dolphins. Dolphins are adorable. Maybe I'm too influenced by Flipper. So here I am in the ocean, just under the water. You can see my underwater hands, all these air bubbles coming out. You can hear the ocean sounds. Hey, dolphins. And these dolphins are the exact size of real dolphins. Everything is to scale in this experience. This is not really a game, it's just an experience where you're hanging out in the ocean, chilling with the marine life. Hey, dolphin. Hey. Ooh, there's a school of fish. And it's graphically beautiful, like the surface of the water shimmers and moves with the waves. Whoa, that one's right next to me. And you can hear the sounds they make, and you can see the way they move, and it feels like they're right up but close to you. They never stop long enough, though, for me to, like, hug them. Why can't I make friends with the dolphins? Okay, well, this is the basic idea of Ocean Rift. And if you ever want to be under the ocean and see exactly how it feels to be close to these animals, this is a pretty good experience. But that's about all you can do in it. Alright, what was I doing? I was going through the Essential Labs. That's Ocean Rift, Dead and Buried. I haven't played it yet on my channel. I played it a lot on my own. It's a cowboy shooting game. Some levels are co-op, some are one-on-one competitive, and you're like an undead cowboy or something, or cowgirl, and you shoot other, and you like shoot monsters, or you shoot like undead monsters, or you shoot each other. Anyway, Echo Arena, like I mentioned before, it's a team-based multiplayer online sport game that was created at the same time as Lone Echo. It's a very, very popular VR sport game. It's all in 0G, and you're trying to throw this flying discus through the opponent's goal, which is a ring. Mission ISS is a simulation of the International Space Station. It's all in 0G. You get to see what the real International Space Station looks like. There's like little documentary videos in there so you can learn more about it. It's kind of an educational experience. Star Trek Bridge Crew. It's a game where it's a multiplayer collaborative game where you work together with a crew of other players. I actually haven't tried that one yet, I am ashamed to say, but people love it. Facebook Spaces, that's the one I work on. It's another social VR product. You hang with your Facebook friends, you sit around the table, you make stuff together, you watch media together from your timeline, and just generally just hang out with your Facebook friends in VR. That's Facebook Spaces. Mage's Tale. I've never played Mage's Tale. I have no idea what it's about. It's some kind of adventure, like adventure magic RPG game. Big screen. It's another social VR game. This one is social VR app. This one's based around basically having a big monitor that you all share, and one person like plays. They can put whatever's on their screen on the big screen and then share it with everybody. So you can use that to watch movies together, watch Netflix, watch whatever, watch YouTube. People use it for all sorts of things, like doing karaoke to like karaoke YouTube videos, or like just all sorts of stuff. And it's really good for those kind of media-based social experiences. Project Cars is a racing game. I'm sure I've played it at least once. I'm not super into racing games. I do have a wheel. I need to come back to this one. This is, by the way, one of the hugest games on the platform. I think it's like 20 gigs. The Blue is another Under the Ocean experience, very similar to Ocean Rift. Apollo 11 is another educational experience. You see what it was like for people to go to the moon. First Contact is the first experience it puts you through when you get your Oculus Touch. Oculus, I'm not talking to you. Oh my god. Okay. And Lucky's Tale, I played recently. This is a top-down, third-person platformer. Very much in the style of Mario 64, that kind of game. Anyway, what was I going to play? I was going to play some Fruit Ninja. Yeah, being underwater in a VR experience can be a little bit scary, because when it really feels like you're immersed in that water, you're like, holy shit, how am I breathing? What's going on? Why am I trapped down here under the water? Are these fish going to eat me? It's a little bit scary. Fruit Ninja. I'm going to turn down the volume a bit. This is a loud game. And I'm going to reset. So in this game, you have these two beautiful swords. I don't know if these are katanas or what they are, but they're beautiful. I love the embossed engraving on them. Just looks amazing in the light with the reflectance maps and everything. I love it. I love it. Anyway, it's time to cut some fruit. There are 4 modes. They're all pretty distinctive. I believe this is based on the mobile game, but obviously you have real swords and you really move them to really cut up fruit. That's the difference. Why is this not working? Did I mess something up? That's weird. It's never done that before. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna restart the app. Everything should be fine if I just jump back in. This is a really polished game, really well done. It still has a lot of the feeling of a casual game in the sense that it's got these really addictive, kind of arcadey type feeling to it. Okay, Fruit Ninja. Let's hope it works this time. Did the volume go up again? I don't think so. Okay. I'm gonna recenter one more time. Hope it doesn't screw it up again. Oh look, the animation stopped. That's weird. Okay, I guess I have to not recenter when I start it. That's fine. I've never seen this bug before in Fruit Ninja. That's okay. I'm just gonna recenter in... What? I can't recenter in Oculus Home. Okay, now it's working. Okay. One more time. One more time. If this doesn't work, I'm restarting Oculus. Come on, Fruit Ninja. Okay. There we go. If you hit a bomb, you lose instantly in classic mode. My top score in this mode is 128. As you can see, the top score in the world is 39,008. So I have a ways to go. Like I said, this is a pretty popular game. Not one of the ones where I have a chance of competing on the world stage. I would love to see one of the top players in the world playing this game. There are a lot of tricks you can do. Like, you can use the flat of your blade to push a fruit around, like that. If you drop 3 fruits, the game is over when you're in classic mode. This audio might be a little bit loud. Let me know if it's too loud. Your blade can cut in both directions, so make sure you take advantage of that. And you don't have to cut right through the middle of the fruit. You can actually even cut just a small slice off it. Oh, I hit a bomb. Of course I hit a bomb. This game is hard. That's what I'm telling you. I have a feeling in real life it would be rather more difficult to cut through all these fruit. Apparently I have an infinitely sharp blade. Okay, that's it. No more classic mode for me. Let's jump into arcade mode. 60 seconds. Holy shit. So you don't have to get all the fruit on this one. That would be very difficult. You gotta make sure you get the glowing fruit, because that gives you extra time on the clock. And the frozen fruit slows down the world. Which is very, very cool. In these ones, the bomb does not lose the game immediately. It just takes points off your score. You still don't want to get them. But in some situations, it might be to your advantage. It's a lot easier to get a lot of fruit in that mode, but it's really still difficult to get a high score. I'm still like 4,000th in the world. Okay, how about Zen mode? As I recall, Zen mode is a mode where you have a certain amount of time on the clock, and it's a lot more chill than the arcade mode. There's still plenty of fruit to top up, but not quite at the same pace. I'm not actually totally clear on what the difference between Zen mode and arcade mode is. It might be the lack of bombs. I threw that pineapple really far. One thing I love about this game is it gives a good proof of concept of how swords feel in VR. And the swords obviously have no weight, because well, there's nothing actually attached to my controllers, but I still feel, just seeing them in VR, like these swords are real. I can't feel the resistance as they strike the fruit, but I feel like they're really extending out of my controllers, like they're physical objects. It's hard to describe. I think Zen mode just has no bombs, which makes it more chill. It's obviously not as popular a mode, but it's still very difficult to achieve a high score that's first in the world in this mode. Okay, one mode left. Survival mode. Survival mode is weird. In survival mode, your goal is to not drop 3 fruit, just like in classic mode, but instead of bombs, these things are going to be lobbing them at you. Like some kind of weird steampunk, like tennis ball machine. Oh, I dropped one. Okay, now there's 2 of them, because that's exactly what I needed. Fuck. I dropped one. Okay, I get to drop one more, then I lose. This mode is actually pretty hard. Oh, I missed that one with my right sword. Give that one more try. You gotta match your stroke right along the line of the fruit, or you can use both swords. Sometimes they're spread out enough that it's really just easier to use both swords. Like that. Or that. Okay, now there's two of them again. Okay, so far so good. Only dropped one. Oh, dropped two. Shit! Okay, okay. I can do this. But hey, that's a new high score for me, so I think that's why I got the fireworks. Anyway, that's enough streaming for tonight. It's getting late, but thanks everyone for watching. I'm glad that you can make it, and let me know what other games you want to see me play. There are a lot of games in the store that I still have not touched. Let me know if there's anything in particular that you really love that you haven't seen others playing much on YouTube that you want to see me play. Or if there's just something that you want to see my take on it, let me know. And this has been D from Everyday VR. Everyone have a great every day.